Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It's the motherfucking spot. We here at Knowing Vibe Podcast and Blaze. Checking in season 2, the level up. This believe is gonna be episode 4. It's me finally. It's gonna be the first motherfucking podcast with me by myself. Everybody else is off busy having a life, and you know me. I'm gonna keep the train rolling like it always is, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody out there's enjoying themselves. It's been a while since I did a Dolo podcast, and rightfully so, because I leave it up to me. I prefer to not do these motherfuckers by myself. I would really not want to do them at all, but until they could figure out a scientific way to remove my thoughts and for me to, hey, you know what? That's called a simulation. Never mind. I mean, shit. Depending on what y'all think, I mean, we probably fucking living in that type of shit already. So, but yeah, I would like to be able to do everything that I do, as far as when it comes to like being out in public and having to be up front and you know, like just being in the public eye. And I know I'm like, I know everybody motherfucker hated back there. Someone talking about Blaze, don't nobody be watching, but I mean, social media didn't change that. So obviously somebody out there motherfucking watching this shit, okay? So all I'm saying is that I'm just like, you know, if I could do all this stuff and get the benefits of actually like, because I need, you know, it's my brand. I'm trying to push my brand. I'm trying to do the podcast. I'm trying to do a lot of other things, you know, that I got out there, and a lot of that, you know, it's brand building and establishing, and it's like maintaining even your Instagram. You know, you got to maintain your core demographic, people that follow you. You know what I'm saying, that don't really know you, follow you for a specific reason, and it's like whatever you've been putting out there. So if you've been putting out certain kind of vibes, that's what they feeling. If you stop all of a sudden and take a 180, you might lose a lot of people. Or if you stop, you know, after a while just following them, you'll see your engagement go down, and people won't really tap in that much no more. I mean, this business type stuff that we be trying to do, and all these endeavors and stuff like that, and especially social media. If you're trying to build like a following or have a following on social media, you should know you have to maintain them. You know, there's a reason why the girl with the thirst traps be thirst trapping so hard. It's because that's what the people want. That's what we tuned in for. It's like Instagram's like your channel now. You know what I'm saying? Like like if you was on cable, you got your own channel where people are tuning in for something about you intrigued the other person. You know what I'm saying? Enough for them to want to follow you and keep you on their timeline. Is, you know, and you know, there's lurking and all the other crazy shit that on there. But you know, for the most part, you got to maintain this shit. You know what I mean? And me being always the one that has to be in front is exhausting sometimes. You feel me? It really is. But I mean, is it worth it? Is it worth the sacrifice? Like, I'm gonna say yeah, because I was having a conversation with Patty not too long ago. Shout out 16th World, producer Patty. We were talking about that. We was talking about you know, like levels of success and how people deal with it, and how she would deal with it if she would want to be successful, but she wouldn't want nothing to disturb her peace. And I was saying, yeah, I feel it. Like, I totally agree with her. Like, that would be ideal. But the fact of the matter is that ain't none of that. You know what I mean? When they say literally, you literally pay the cost to be the boss, there's a reason. You know what I mean? You're going to have them times where your peace is disturbed by shenanigans and nonsense and dealing with personalities and all kinds of other motherfuckers that, you know, I mean, this the business we in. Shout out to all the food service workers, the waitresses, the cashiers, anybody that does customer service. Shout out to y'all, because I don't know how the fuck y'all do it. I said it before, I said it again, man. I swear I can't do y'all job. Because people demand too much. People are really, really assholes. You feel me? And not even the good kind of asshole where you can keep him around like, oh, he funny or he cool. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that are just like, bro, like who don't love you? Who didn't love you when you was a kid? Who did this to you? You know what I mean? That kind of shit. It's just like, bro. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to all, like I said, all the customer service people, because I don't know how the fuck y'all do it. But yeah, we gotta maintain. We gotta maintain this thing. You know what I mean? People expect when you put responsibility on yourself, then you should also understand that you're putting on expectations of from other people. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself responsible and call yourself doing something, people are going to expect something from you. You know, today we are a little late on this podcast. It was supposed to be out at midnight. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. We doing the best we can. We moving around. You know what I'm saying? We out there. moving here from there. Shout out Oski, you feel me? From we out there, we out here, you know what I'm saying? And shout out Saints Kicks, you know, our sponsor, our folks, our peoples, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all get it and you got, you know what I mean? But, you know, we've been rocking with Saints Kicks over here for a minute. And we just did the pop-up yesterday. The pop-up yesterday it was basically like a small pop-up in front of his store. And it was just to promote other people's small businesses and brands, you feel me? So it was cool. It was successful in my opinion. I talked to him and I talked to Bro Jackson too, and they're the two guys that put it together. So shout out to him too. And yeah, man, they said it was a success. You know what I mean? And I thought it was too. It was lit. You know what I mean? People came out, they showed love, people spent money, people posted it up. I mean, you don't always gotta spend bread to show love. We done talked about that shit before, but it was cool. It was really cool, and I just started looking at it, and I was like, yo. Like where we from out here, it's like there's not too much of that. You know, you got to go to the bigger cities to get stuff like that because I mean, I'm not gonna blame it on us or the people. It really just be circumstances. But you know, shit happens at events and stuff like that, and then you know the city be scared and the city doesn't want nothing to do with it. They won't allow send the cops to come shut you down and stuff like that. And it was just really dope to see a event where not only did nothing happen, and we're gonna knock on wood because we're gonna keep it that way, but not only did nothing happen, but we kind of set an example. Like, you know, we could have stuff like this. You know, we could have little events where you give a small business person a chance to come out there and showcase what they're doing. You know what I mean? And I mean us because, like, let's face it, you know, they have craft fairs and they have all kinds of stuff around, but somehow, some way, for some reason, when the culture is I'm gonna go ahead and say it. When this black and brown culture mainly, it's a problem. You know, you see already they sweat my food vendor family out here. You know what I mean, just for bullshit. But like whenever it's us, it's always a problem. And I don't think that, you know, when they sweat us, it makes it better. If anything, it gives it tension. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it was good to see something that was dope. We don't have a lot of that in our community, so it was good that the community came out and basically just gave its blessing. You know what I mean? Everything was cool. All people were out there, so let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But it was predominantly, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? Black and brown businesses. So we just call it what it is. You feel me? So shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out Saints Kicks. Shout out Westbound Entertainment for putting the whole thing together. Thank you guys for allowing us to be up there. We have a booth, and anybody that is in the Bay Area and would like to come to the next pop-up, we're doing them every 25th of the month. You know, give or take. You know, there might be some holidays. We might have to go move around. But, you know, just tap in with me. I'm going to make sure that I announce it from now on so we could get everybody out there. But it was dope. Everybody came together. I seen everybody on their grind, you feel me? It used to be back in the day, they was on their grind doing something else. But they was on their grind, you know, and they was on their grind in a good way, you know what I mean? And that's all people want in life. You know, all people want is an opportunity, you know what I mean? We don't want nothing handed to us. So I don't know where they be getting these things that people want to sit around there. There's lazy people in every fucking culture. So we just going to label lazy people lazy. We're not going to label them or blanket them and put them in one just overall all people, because all people ain't like that. And especially my people be working their ass off out there. So people don't want a handout. People just want an opportunity. You know what I mean? And with this COVID shit that just popped off right now, you know, I was really impressed that they let us do what we do. We're within our, you know, we're in our lane. We weren't doing too much, and it was a hit. So shout out to everybody that was involved. I had a pleasure. It was great. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I did what I do. You know, I was back there here and there. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, moving around. You feel me? But it was great. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. You know what I mean? We in that time of the year. I was hopefully trying to get you guys to do I was gonna do a Halloween theme episode like we did last year, but shit, like I said, with the pop-up and just me and being the most extraordinary man, the most interesting man in the world, I had to, you know what I mean? I had shit to do. So I didn't really line that up. You know what I mean? And I don't with the podcast, I don't like to be too far off pre-recorded on episodes. You know what I mean? I like to have them fresh. I like to give them to y'all no later than a week old. You know what I'm saying? And to me, a week's pushing it. If I could push it out in the same day or in 2 days later, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? We try to keep y'all on the front lines of everything that we doing and just out there in the culture, our experiences. You know, we human beings like y'all, so that's what the fuck we do on the podcast. We sit here and we get high and we try to relate. You know what I mean? We try to come together and make some sense of the world, because we all know it's all fucking crazy right now. I know y'all know. I'm pretty sure you guys are tired. You guys are tired like your home, you know, of seeing the election and shit. Like you see your homie's mixtape, you just keep scrolling past it. Tired of hearing about this Trump shit. Tired of hearing all these fake tough motherfuckers knowing damn well they ain't finna do shit, but they want to talk crazy. I'm tired of the whole shit. It's almost election time. I hope that y'all register to vote. And if you guys ain't gonna vote, I'm not one of them people to say, oh, you ain't got no right to say nothing, because it's America. You got a right to do absolutely everything that the motherfucking Constitution says. You have the freedom of a lot of shit. So, you know, the pursuit of happiness, all that. So, you know, you got the right to do a lot of things. So I don't ever want to hear nobody talking about, well, if you ain't vote, you ain't got a right to say nothing. Nah, fuck that. Because to be honest with you, it's like it never has it been more prevalent, because it's like we got two fucking piece of shit ass fucking candidates. So what you expect? It's the same thing the last time with Trump. It was, you know what I mean? With the first term with Hillary, nobody want none of them. The only people that really want these two clowns are the same people that are on both sides of the fucking lines and just don't like each other, period. You dig what I'm saying? You got two people on far side line that they'll right or wrong, they're rocking with my team regardless, right or wrong. And you know what? That's a real admirable thing, you know, when it comes to that. But that's like when you with your real team. These motherfuckers ain't your team. Neither one of these candidates ain't your team. They're not wearing your jersey. And trust me, if you guys wearing the same jersey, theirs is made from a better fucking fabric. Just know that. But they ain't your fucking team. And I'm tired of these diehard motherfuckers banging this Trump shit and this fucking Biden shit. Like they was really out here, you know what I'm saying, shooting in the gym and shit. It's like, come on, man. I'm tired of that shit. Y'all motherfuckers are more about trying to prove the other side wrong than you are about actually making this country great again. In my personal opinion, y'all know this motherfucker ain't ever been great. It's been great to some, and they trying to preserve that way. So they're gonna hit you with that. They're gonna hit you with all these little lefts and rights and uppercuts. They're gonna pin you. It's gangbanging at its finest right there. Shit. What you mean? They got the Democrats, the Republicans. They're on each other's side. And they don't give a fuck, right or wrong. They're rocking with their peoples and shit. And the difference is at least motherfuckers that bang, they really got love for each other, and they really out there with each other. These motherfuckers don't got love for you. They got love for each other, but not you. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, go vote. I'm gonna tell y'all to go vote just because. You know what? Because I can't prove that voting works, and I cannot prove that it don't work. And you got people out there that are like, it doesn't fucking matter. And you got people out there that, well, they wouldn't try to stop you if it didn't matter, you know. So I would tell you like this: what could it hurt you? Go vote for whoever the fuck you want to. I don't give a fuck, Trump, whatever. At this point, it doesn't even fucking matter. What matters to me is the shit gets done, which it probably won't, because people like I said, just want to see the other person fail more than they want to see the country succeed. If that's what they really care about, if you really cared about that shit, you probably wouldn't be on that bullshit right now. You'd probably try to figure out ways to really get the word out and really solve real issues, real life issues. You know what I'm saying? It's ignorance at its purest. You know, that's all I can say. And I'm not picking a specific side, so I'm not labeling one. I'm saying all these motherfuckers, because I know all y'all know somebody that's out there, you know what I'm saying, reciting a fucking Facebook. They started believing in their candidate because of a Facebook conspiracy meme that they seen, or it's just like, look, man, if you're gonna do the homework and you're gonna study your candidate and you're gonna vote for him, then you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's you. That's on you. You did your homework. That's how you feel. You struggling to feel about it. Vote. But don't sit here and talk crazy shit and you have no idea. You uneducated. You stupid. You don't even know what you talking about. Rappers at least know what they talk. Everybody that's considers themselves knowledgeable in their field studies what they do, or they live it, or they're in that lifestyle and they're a part of it, but they know how it works and how it functions. You got some of these motherfuckers out here don't even know how to spell government, talking about they'll kick you the wildest fucking Trump or fucking Biden conspiracy theory or whatever the fuck. It's like, come on, man. I ain't the smartest motherfucker, and I'd never claim to be the smartest motherfucker. I'm very uneducated by fucking society standards. You know what I'm saying? What I could say about myself is that I'm very observant, and I let experience talk for me most of the time. You know what I mean? So go vote. You know, get your mask on, put your steel toe boots on, put your romper stompers. You feel me? You never know, you might have to catch that fade since they running it like it's, you know, like they banging on each other. You might just have to catch that fade at the motherfucking voters registration office. Who knows? So I'm not discouraging nothing. I don't have no family out here that I would feel like I would need to go escort to go do that. But if you got family and they on that ignorant diehard shit, and you feel like they're gonna get in somebody's face, then you might need to go with them, man. Not to like fight with them, but like to fucking stop them before they do something stupid. Because people out here popping their mouth to the wrong motherfucker, it's gonna be curtains. You know what I'm saying? And it's not worth it at the end of the day. You dead, they go to prison, and a motherfucker that is still gonna get elected is still gonna do what the fuck they want. You know what I mean? They still gonna run the taxes up. Oh, they're not gonna run the taxes up. They just gonna run it up somewhere else. They're gonna do something to. It's just wild. You know what I mean? It's just wild, y'all. Educate yourselves, please, man. Stop talking like you crazy, and stop talking like you a motherfucking CNN or a fucking Fox News commentator. You don't get paid for this shit. You're not very good at it at that. You know what I mean? So just a little friendly reminder. You know what I mean? So fuck everybody that don't like my opinion. I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel. I'm tired of the sucker shit. You know, I'm a very direct person, so if I ever have anything to say about anybody, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say it to you first before I go anywhere else to say the shit. And I'm not the type of person. I'm the type of person that likes to practice shit, like to where I don't want to say things or speak on things that I wouldn't say anywhere, at any time that I felt like it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I don't know. It's just weirdo shit. Like I said, it's motherfucking 2020. It's almost 2021. Who the fuck knows what we're gonna get next? Might have lasers and jetpacks and shit for all we know. Who the fuck knows? I mean, this is what it is. This is the sign of the times, y'all. So, you know, since it's Halloween and shit, I wanted to ask y'all, man, and I'm gonna pose this question. What are y'all going to be for Halloween? I mean, some people are already clowns their all year, so they gotta switch it up. I mean, you know what I mean? Some people keep them clown shoes on though. But what y'all gonna be for Halloween? Y'all know? I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, I want to get dressed up, but it's like at the same time I don't. And it's not even nothing like that. It's just like, I don't know. It's like I feel like wearing a costume and shit. I feel like you gotta go do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never been too big on costume parties. That don't mean that I don't like them or I won't go to them. But it's like, I mean, to get to that point, I'm to the age of my life. If I'm gonna get to that fucking point where I'm gonna dress up and get an elaborate costume and do something like that, man, I want to have somewhere to fucking go. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I was thinking about it. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be. I'll probably be the generic default hood person costume. You know what I mean? I'll just be dead presidents, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my default mode. You know what I mean? Everybody and their mama wanted to be dead presidents for hella long. They still do this shit. They're like, oh, you don't got a costume? Come here, let me paint your face. Have your girl paint your face or something. You know what I mean? Have your mama paint your face. The default. You know, some people, their default, like, that's our, from our hood, that was the default mode. And there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that do that shit from a lot of hoods. But you know how some people, their default mode is like, you know, for Halloween, their costume would be like, oh, I'll just be a vampire, or I'll just be fucking, you know what I mean, Frankenstein, or whatever the fuck nowadays, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know. I must say, I sound crazy just saying Frankenstein, because probably motherfuckers is like, bro, who the fuck dresses up like Frankenstein anymore? Nobody. I don't even know. And even then, the fucking vampires nowadays, they look like fucking, you know what I'm saying? They look like they came out of a fucking band from the year 2000 and shit. They look like they should be fucking singing, you know what I'm saying? Some real edgy material, you know what I'm saying? Real dark. They look like the Crow and shit. They don't look like the old school vampires no more. It's crazy how that shit, you know, evolved now. It's like, you tell a kid, like, Shit, tell a 15, 20-year-old ask him about a vampire. The first thing that does come to the mind is not motherfucking Dracula. Motherfuckers out here talking about Twilight and fucking shit like that. It's just crazy. I don't know, man. So whatever y'all wearing, let me know. You know, I'll probably do a poll, find out, see how many people were like Frankenstein and how many people were Dracula this year. You know what I mean? We might just, you know what I'm saying? We gonna find out. But since it is the Halloween, it is Halloween, and this year Halloween lands on Saturday, and apparently it's gonna be a full moon on Halloween. And I forgot what they said. I don't know what they said. They said it's been years or whatever. You know how they always got them stupid ass meme facts, which they're not really stupid. I'm just saying, like, but they stupid, but they not stupid. They like, you know what I mean? Like, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, they always got them facts, like, you know, them fun fact memes that you be seeing posted around, depending on what it is and the time of the year and shit. You see them pages post that stuff up. So apparently it's been a while since we had one. So who the fuck knows what that means, bro? That means that could mean absolutely nothing. It could mean everything. I know. I know that it's. I used to love this time of the year. I used to love it a lot. It used to be my shit. Best time of the year. You know what I mean? And for a long time after that, you know, we just started having a lot of personal shit happening, a lot of loss around this time of the year, around this month especially. And you know, it wasn't something we looked forward to anymore. You know what I mean? It ruined it. You know, motherfuckers stopped really, you know, that's why when I say, like, kind of like the costume thing ain't really my thing. It's just like it's like weird for me because so much crazy shit didn't happen at this time of the year, and at the same time it's like my favorite time of the year, but it's not really a great feeling, all the shit that happens. So it's like I like it but I don't, you know. But at the same time, I know as a human being and trying to grow and trying to elevate and trying to shake old habits and bad habits, I've been looking for reasons this year to make it, to like find good in it, you know? Like, it's like I said, we deal with a lot of loss, lost a lot of friends during this month. And, you know, it's like that song says, man, it's like life goes on, you know? Like, I can't no more. I can't let it weigh me down, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a scar, you know what I'm saying? When you lose somebody you love, you care about, it's a scar. It never goes away. You know, you'll always be, you'll always have a reminder of somewhere, somehow, whether it's deep inside your memories and your subconscious, your soul. You know, there'll be some kind of marking left, some scars. You know what I mean? And you know, but at the same time, it's like you start to feel like as time goes on, you got to start to let it go. You can't, like, I know people that have lost friends and family members and just never recovered mentally from it. You know what I mean? Like, they just, that was it, you know, and you know what? I can't say nothing because, like, you know, everybody takes the shit differently, you know, like how that affected them could be different how it would affect me in that situation, you know. So we all don't know. I feel like also, like, when you deal with a lot of the loss and you've had a lot of loss in your life, unfortunately you get used to it. You know, you feel that pain, you know, very well, and you do your best to deal with it. And especially coming from the lifestyle that we grew up in, it's like you can't show no weakness. And you can't show your pain to everybody. That's why we are, like, you know, our folks and the people that share this loss with me, and I share the losses with them, they're the only ones that you could really know that know how you feel. You know what I mean? But it's like they know that pain. They know that pain as well. So like I said, me being the type of person is, like, I just really been trying to take this time of the year and flip it, because I also feel like when you know, it's your thoughts, man. Like I said, you put out that energy and you dreading a certain time of the year because of loss, and you've experienced people passing away in the same month, in the same week at times, you know what I mean, in the same stretch of week, and you're just like, you start putting yourself in the mind frame that you expect that. And I was like that for a long time, and I know a lot of people that were like that too, and it's like, don't want to perpetuate that. I don't want to keep that shit going and make it seem like I'm doing it by myself, by my own hand for this shit. It's like, fuck that. It's like, life is too short, yo. And in the prime example, like what we talking about right now, what the point I'm trying to make is, life's too short, to dig yourself in a rut or fucking perpetuate negative behaviors or shit that's just gonna keep going on loop, like. So I don't even know if I explained it right, and I probably sound like an asshole. I probably sound like fucking like insensitive, but like I said, when you come from where I come from, you get used to dealing with losses. And in all types of ways. A lot of people that don't relate to that never live like that, just trust me and know that it's real. Just because you haven't seen it or lived like that, or you didn't grow up like that don't mean that it's not real. Everybody knows somebody that had a rough one, had a rough life. But yeah, so I've been doing my best. Like, we finna do a first time in, I think, ever, probably, we're gonna do a Halloween party. We're gonna have a Halloween party. We did this pop-up that just passed by. It was really positive. It landed on my people's day too at that. So it's just, like I said, it's I'm trying to flip the script, y'all. Period. I can't. I'm not gonna let any kind of negativity or any kind of old bad habits creep up now that I'm in a great place and bite me in the ass for not fucking correcting it. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing we got to do is just be accountable, man, and do our part. I can't change the world and I can't stop things from happening. All I could do is change my mentality and my mindset so that I don't fucking feel like the world's shitting on me all the time. Because a lot of times we'll do that. We'll do that and we'll like don't realize that a lot of times we self-sabotaging, and it's from our own hand that this shit happens, So I'm not gonna do that no more. You got me fucked up. You know what I mean? Fuck October. Always. It's always gonna be like that because this month is fucked up. But at the same time, it is what it is. Life goes on, baby. I'm gonna honor the dead, do the best way I can. I'm Mexican, so in my culture, we celebrate Dia de los Muertos. You know what I'm saying? And it's a way to honor your ancestors and honor the people that you passed away. It's not a fucking McDonald's hamburger meal or whatever the fuck they've been trying to do, because you know how it goes. I'm not gonna even blame everybody. I'm gonna blame just mainstream culture in general. I'm not gonna blame nobody specific. But once something, and y'all could call it what you want. You could call it cultural appropriation or whatever. But now it's like, things that become popular and hit the mainstream, they get exploited, you know what I mean? And people start losing the real meaning over it and the real value. And I had to I always knew the meaning of it, but I had to dig a little deeper to find out what it was about. It's for all my people out there that watch Coco and shit. I mean, you kind of got the idea, you know what I'm saying? But Coco, shout out Coco, you feel me? And shout out to Disney. I mean, they how many times, how many what's it called, Mexican or Latin characters do you really stories do you really have in Disney? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. They gave us one, they gave us one, y'all. Maybe we got two. I don't know. I still don't see no Mexican princesses anywhere. But you know what the thing about that is that what would the Mexican princess wear? You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna talk my shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like fucking what did Cat Williams say? She's gonna have on a wedding dress and soccer shoes. That's what she would have on, And when I picture that, that's what I picture, or her communion dress. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? It's the no invite. We talk our shit though, but I just thought that was funny as fuck for no reason. I don't know why. Maybe I just got a bad fucking sense of humor, and I laugh at all my own jokes, and you know what I mean? I laugh at my jokes before I say them, but I don't give a fuck. If they hit, they hit. And I know when shit's gonna land, sometimes you gotta do it. You don't know. Sometimes you gotta do a dry run, you feel me? But it's the No Invite Podcast, man. We moving and grooving. Like I said, we trying to give you what you need. We trying to give you y'all daily podcast fix, or your weekly with us. Like the methadone line, we're here for you. Although we wish we didn't have to be. And unfortunately, since you can't get no real fucking news on TV, we are your news source. Welcome. Welcome to the No Invite Podcast. I wish I had, I wish I had fucking sound effects. I swear to God, I'm trying to give y'all an experience, y'all. Y'all don't know. If I had the sound effects popping off right now, I'd be going crazy. But look, whatever you wear, if you're a slutty nurse, if you're fucking a ghost or whatever, just be safe out there. You know what I mean? The corona is still out there, and the corona is undefeated right now. Corona like a few 100,000, maybe more. If we're talking about total, corona undefeated right now, y'all. So that's what y'all really need to do. Whatever your mask is, make sure that the motherfuckers is graded for you not to spit out your shit and get everybody sick, because corona's still out there, and corona don't give a fuck. It's crazy how corona got a Spanish name though, huh? Out of all the shit, like, and we can't say they just gave it that, because obviously there's other strands of corona from what they're saying, so from back, but still, man, it's like, come on, bro. These past 4 years, man, all they've been doing is trying to shit on my people, bro. Cause it's like why they gotta name the fucking pandemic? Why they gotta name the fucking virus coronavirus, man? You know, I don't even drink Coronas no more because of that shit. Yeah, I mean, I have one, but I'm not trying to buy those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because I'm tired of hearing that shit. That's why. You know what I mean? Tired of hearing all that motherfucking shit. I hope they... I don't know why, and I'm going to call it right now, but I feel like after the election, whoever wins, it's going to be like, all this shit's just never happened. And if that's the case, y'all, and that's just me, you know, be putting on my conspiracy theory hat. But if that's the case, y'all, then just know that they are fucking with you, and y'all better get off that fucking I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican shit, and you guys better go get you some answers since your government is so damn beautiful for you, right? Yeah. I want to see y'all make them accountable then. Shit. That's what I want. Get some shit done around here. Tired of that shit. I had to go back to that bullshit. Anyways, so it's Halloween. Like I said, we're going to stick to the Halloween theme. I want to know what y'all think about ghosts and spirits. Are you like one of those, what do you call it? Are you like one of those superstitious people? Are you a nihilist? Do you believe in nothing, Lebowski? Do you not follow any religion or think that there is anything like spirits or ghosts, and once you're gone, and that's it? Are you one of those people that fucking think that you're a clairvoyant? You can talk to the ghosts and spirits and what do they call that? Medium. Now look, I say all this shit, right? Because I'm not disrespecting none of that. Everybody you're in your, you know, within your right, like I said, to believe whatever you want to believe. And you know, when I meant clairvoyance, I believe that there's really people out there like that. I believe that there's people out there that you know, they could see the future. And maybe not the entire future, but they could see windows into the future, and they could see little snapshots of the future. You know what I mean? I know that this spirit world, or whatever you want to call it, is real, in my opinion, for me. I'll give you a couple examples of instances where I knew that modern fucking science wasn't going to explain what the fuck I was going through. You know what I mean? I know people out there don't believe that shit, and they're real scientific, and they're like, you know what, everything has an explanation, and you know what, you're probably right. But until you could give me a one based on your science that proves to me, that explains to me why this is right, then it's wrong. And we could go in deep, because there's what do you call that? We could go deep, because there's fucking mainstream science, and then there's like the forefront and other shit like quantum mechanics. Like, so like I said, I read a book called The Holographic Universe. It really changed my life, made me think different, you know, made me see things a little bit more, gave me perspective. First, it scared the shit out of me, but then it gave me a little bit of peace. But yeah, I believe in it. You know what I mean? I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits, good and bad. I believe in the afterlife, if you want to call it, near-death experiences, deja vu, you know, clairvoyance and I'm not gonna say mind readers, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be feeling like when I'm walking around and shit, and I just be thinking something stupid, the stupidest thought, like on my ignorant shit. Every now and then, like if I'm in the grocery store and I'm just like talking shit about man, fuck this place. I'm tired of being in this motherfucker. Goddamn, I hate coming to the store or whatever. But I'll be in my mind because I'm not gonna be like, I'll be thinking that. I'm not gonna be that guy walking around talking to himself and mumbling and saying crazy shit because that's how you get fucking hammed up for no reason, especially at Walmart. Even though there's like 10 other motherfuckers doing the same shit. But just me, my experience. But yeah, like Walmart, you ain't gonna catch me doing that. But like I said, I'll be walking through there, and I feel like when I'm thinking these thoughts, I'll look around, and then somebody will look up, like they'll look at me like they heard what the fuck I thought of, not heard what the fuck I said, but you know what I mean. But what I was thinking, and I'll look at him like, damn, did you just hear me say fuck this whole place and everybody in it in my head? So I don't know about mind reading, you know what I'm saying? About people that could actually hear your thoughts. If that's the case, bro, that's some high-tech shit. And get the fuck out of my head, because you definitely don't want to be in this motherfucker. But I do believe in all that. And I'll kick to you a story. I'm a very vivid dreamer. And I would dream when I was young, especially about all kinds of different things. Weird shit. And almost to the point where I'd be lost, like, in my dreams, thinking about what happened in my dreams during while I was awake. Like I wouldn't say it would consume my day, but my dreams would come from my subconscious in a sense, and invade my everyday life because I would think about it a lot. Like, sometimes you have a dream. Most people have dreams, they don't even fucking remember it. They'll be like, this, that, and the other, whatever, you know what I mean? I forgot. I don't know, and most people do. I dream very vivid, and I used to dream, and I would wake up, and it'd be so vivid that it felt real, and I would kind of feel like sometimes I was trapped between two worlds because it was like, nah, I dreamt that shit wasn't real. Now, this disclaimer right now, I might be batshit crazy now that I'm saying it and thinking it like they're saying it out loud. Something might be fucking wrong with me. But in reality, I think it's just because I think really deeply about stuff. So whenever certain things happen in my dreams, I'll carry it in the daytime because I'm still trying to like make sense of it, So I used to dream about jail all the time before I ever been to jail. And I remember that, it was always something stupid. I remember the first dream I had, I was looking out of a tier, and it was like a massive tier. It was like, it had to be like 20 stories high, but it was a tier. And across a prison tier, obviously, and across from the aisle or whatever the space between the front of our cells, we call it Broadway. You feel me? The little lane, but across from it, there was more cells. You know what I mean? And that was just one occasion. And throughout my life, I've had different little moments where I've had dreams that I remembered. I was like, ugh, because if you have a dream and something bad happens, you kind of still remember it. If you remember the dream at all, you kind of like, fuck that shit. Like, nah, fuck that dream. You know what I mean? It just ain't sitting with you well. So, other times I've had instances of being in prison and different things, like shit that, I had to have gotten probably from a movie when I was a kid or something. At the time, that's what I thought, because I didn't really give it too much thought that, how do I know this shit? It was just more like, it's my dream, I probably seen it in a movie or something, or whatever. But then I remember the first time that I stepped into San Quentin when I went and did my first prison term in 2000 and I want to say 2005. And I remember getting there, and we, you go, like, if you ever watch the movie the best way I could explain to you is through movies, because I can't sit here and break the whole shit down for you. But if you ever watch Blood In, Blood Out, there's a place called R&R. When you get there, that's when you jump off the bus, you take your shackles off, you fucking get changed, get strip searched, and they give you your CDC number if you ain't got one already, and they send you down your motherfucking way. You know what I mean? They assign you to wherever you're going, where they classify you, whatever the fuck they do. So I got to Quentin for the first time. I did all that, you know what I mean? It was nothing. The guards were assholes, you feel me? Straight dickheads for no reason. I get it, we're in prison, but it's like, bro, we We locked up. You get to go home. I'm here. I should be in the bad mood. You feel me? But anyways, so we finally get everybody processed out, or they get everybody processed out, and they start moving us to what yard we're gonna be in. And when you first get there, at the time you had to go to reception, and reception is basically you sit there, 23-hour lockdown, or 22, whatever. You get breakfast movement and dinner movement, and you wait there until your score is calculated, and they send you to wherever you're gonna go to in the prison system. And your score is based on a number of shit that I'm not even gonna get into. Like I said, Google this fucking shit. Y'all could. It ain't no mystery. It's out there for y'all. But I'm not motherfucking prison handbook 101 over here. All right. So that's what happened. So then they process us. We go to reception, and I bullshit you not. The first time I walked in reception, there was still smoking allowed. So it was. I'm talking about thick. It was worse than the fucking bars or the clubs or wherever the fuck, or your homie's house that everybody's a chain smoker, including the baby. It was worse than that. It was like smoke. It looked like fog in that motherfucker. So I walk in, and I'm like, I already smell it walking through the first gate to get to West Block, which was reception at the time. And as soon as I walk through the little tunnel, or the whatever that's called, and I open up the door, I look, and I have the biggest case of deja vu. And I look around, and like, for me, I don't know how y'all deal with deja vu, if y'all believe it or not, or deja vu is basically that feeling that you've been and done this before, whatever you're presently doing. So at the time, I was presently fucking going to prison and getting locked up. And I had been in juvie before and shit like that, but that was my first time in prison. My first time in Quentin. I never did the Scare State program where I ever got to visit or nothing like that. And definitely to be on the tier, you know what I'm saying? That's prisoners and fucking guards only type shit. Ain't no visitors walking around right there. No civilians and shit. So I looked around, and me, when I get deja vu for the first time, I look around like, what the when I get deja vu, I look around like, I'm trying to soak in the moment. Like, what the fuck? Because it feels familiar. It looks familiar. I'm looking around. I'm like, how the fuck do I know that was there? I'm looking around, I was like, all this shit looks familiar. And I was like, wow. And it hit me. Because like I said, I'm the type of person that carries dreams with me. And when I had a dream about it, which I did, I dreamt about prison before I got there. I carried it with me, you know what I mean? Because it bugged me, it bothered me, like, man, fuck this shit. And I guess it was one of those memories, and it just hit me, and I was like, shit, I dreamt about this shit. And I was just like, fuck, man. And that was it. Motherfucker knew he was in prison. That was my I'm in prison moment. There was all kinds of wild shit that didn't happen in that prison and continues to go on or whatever. But for me, though, I'm in prison moment, and everybody has it. Like they when they fucking hits them finally, like, fuck, I'm in prison. That was my fuck, I'm in prison moment. You know what I mean? And I really feel like I had been there before. Now, I can't say that, I'm psychic. I can't say that I know why or how I knew about this place or how it was so familiar. I mean, I believe that maybe I had been there maybe in another life, because I believe in that type of stuff. I believe that maybe that an event like that, just rings for certain people. And then also, like, it rings, so it causes, like, an effect, an after effect. And maybe, like, depending on what you believe in, I believe in all that reincarnation. I believe in all kinds of different stuff. I really feel like it was just me telling myself, like, my spirit or whatever, like, you fucked up. You about to be here for a while. You know what I mean? And it was just, like I said, it was something of importance. And I feel like with the fact that I knew it, you never know. If you read the book, The Holographic Universe, and you see the theory of how they feel the universe and really exists and the things that happen, then you'll probably kind of get why I think the way it is. Because in there, they're saying that because the way time is structured and the way the universe is structured, that when you have deja vu, a lot of times it's you. it's your spirit from either like the future or the past, or not even either, but it's just your spirit in general, like showing you like, hey, like we have already seen this, we've traveled here before, or you know what I mean, this is going to happen, like it's like a heads up, you know what I mean. And all deja vu ain't bad, you know what I mean, but because I've had plenty of moments of deja vu where I've been around family and having good times, I'm just like, wow, I experienced this before. You know, and I think that's what it is. I think it's your own spirit maybe acknowledging a moment in time for you, a moment that exists or whatnot. But yeah, I definitely believe in all that shit. So I'm a fucking hippie. Call me what you want. You know what I'm saying? Try to make me look crazy. You can't tell me I'm fucking crazy because I know I'm crazy. So I don't know what the fuck. But that's just one example. Like I said, like I've always dreamt really heavy. I've had, if anything, like just weird moments. Like another thing that just happened to me recently, you know, while we're on the subject about dreams and stuff, is like I don't really get a lot of visits from people that passed away in my dreams. You know, some people dream about them a lot. I do, but I don't. It's not all the time, you know. And usually it's just like a little short cameo role where I'm like, oh shit, like what's happening? And I'm like more amazed that they're there, and I'm also very aware that I'm dreaming. But it's like just, you know, something quick. It's never like, oh, I get to, you know, I get to chop it up with them for a minute, or I get to say what's really on my mind, and then I had a dream a few weeks back where I dreamt about my grandmother. And I'll be that in mind. Look, my grandma passed away when I was like, I want to say 12, 13 years old. You know what I mean? So I don't have the best memory of her. I do remember a lot of stuff, and I do remember how she looks like. I remember being in her house, in her apartment when she lived in Frisco, in San Francisco, and growing up there, and, you know, family and functions, but I don't remember a lot about my grandma, to keep it 1,000 with you, right? So my dreams are weird because I always dream about certain, like my dreams could be placed anywhere, but I always have like these default areas where I always find my way back to. So like my neighborhood where I grew up at, that's one place I dream of a lot in Pittsburgh. I dream a lot about San Francisco in the Mission District and my grandmother's house, because that was like, you know, a place I grew up at, and, you know, it's some of my impressionable years were there, right? So there's places like that. So, you know, my old house I grew up at is another place. So in my dream, I'm walking through the hallway, and when we get to the hallway, it splits into 4 doors. There's a door immediately to the left, and that's for the restroom. And then like around 11 o'clock, there's another door, and that used to be my room. And then, like I said, 2 o'clock, there's another room, which used to be my mother's room, which is the master bedroom. And then immediately to your right, which would be like 9 o'clock, is another room. And, you know, like we're Mexican, we're families. People move in, people move out. You know, a couple kids get born. So like out of all the rooms in the house, at one point or another, there was either my room or I shared the room with somebody. So I get to the hallway and I'm there and I see my cousin. My cousin's hugging somebody. He's hugging an older lady, and they're talking, and it's just, you know, it seems like they're talking really well. And then but the thing is, I can't see who she's hugging because her back is towards me. My cousin's back's towards me, and she's hugging the lady. I could just see the hands and could tell it's a short person. And then she lets her go and she steps to the side, and it's my grandma. And I swear it was kind of surreal. But like I said, I'm a very lucid dreamer. So it's like, I knew it was a dream. But what was cool about that, though, and being a lucid dreamer, I also knew that it was special. Because like I said, I never get visits really from people that passed away, especially family members. And especially my grandma. I ain't seen her. Like I said, she passed away when I was like 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I see her and I look at her. And first thing I do, I walk to her and give her a hug. And I was like, how you doing, Grandma? And she looks at me and I'm looking at her. And she looks young, but she still looks like my grandma. She doesn't look like it was my grandma in her heyday. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she was probably in her 50s, mid to late 50s, maybe early 60s. She looked good. no gray hair. She had gray hair, so she had like dark black hair in this, and she had a tan. She had a righteous tan, bro. Like she was on the beach just living. Like she just came to visit, but she was like, I'm going back to the beach type tan. You know what I'm saying? So she had a tan, and she said, I'm okay. Because I asked her, how are you? I think I asked her, how are you? But it's like, since it's a dream, it's like, I don't know if I asked it and actually said it, or if I was thinking it and she answered me. You know what I mean? Because it's a dream. But she said, I'm okay. And I just told her I love you. I was like, I was really there. I don't know what else I could tell her. And I don't know how the dream finished with it. I think what it was is that after that, I walked into the bedroom where she was standing in front of. Because after I seen her, I started kind of like realizing shit I'm bugging. I was like, fuck, I'm in my old house. I'm like, I'm trying to look around. And then something happened and I woke up. You know what I mean? Like, you never remember how you walk into the dream, and it's rare that you remember how you walk out of the dream unless you just like wake straight up. I know something else happened and then I woke up, so it was pretty cool. Like I said, depending on what you believe, it's just a dream, bro. It's just this, it's just that. Blaze, you're tripping. But to me, like I said, I really value dreams. I really feel like they're like a gift. They're a way for us to interpret the things that maybe in reality don't make sense. I mean, I'm sure there's a motherfucking scientific term and this and that. I'm pretty sure some fucking genius probably just on the internet right now, you could Google it and will just make all my shit make sense. But that's just what I'm saying. I feel like they're gifts. I feel like, at times they could be messages in them. I definitely don't take them literal, because I done had hella dreams where I done pissed myself, shit my pants, you name it. So I know for sure. And dreams where I had the baddest bitches. It wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? It was a lie. You know what I mean? Especially when you're a teenager. God damn it. Anyways. But yeah, I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. I believe in all that good and bad, good and positive energy. I believe that we are sometimes echoes of our own soul. Things happen to us and, like deja vu, and we're able to give ourselves like a heads up, So, whatever. I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck. It's the No Vibe Podcast, episode 4. Who the fuck knows what we're going to call it? It might be some Halloween themed shit because like I said, I'm trying to spin the new fucking thing. But if y'all get in the comments, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, when we post this, if you get in them comments on YouTube or anywhere else, make sure that you guys let us know your what you think. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in spirits? What do you feel dreams are? Are they good, bad? Are they a tool? Are they just, a byproduct of our conscious and everything that we digest during the day? Let me know what y'all think. You guys could follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast. You could also go to your favorite podcast streaming platform and find us there. If you go to Apple Music, please rate and review. Spotify, wherever you could drop a comment, rate and review. Drop a little review. Give us 5 stars. Give us 2 stars. Give us 1 star. Give us something. But do that because that helps a lot. That helps us, with our goals and the things that we're trying to do with this podcast. So also you could go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Subscribe to YouTube. The YouTube channel is called RiBirth Media Films. That's RiBirth Media Films with a Z. Filmz. Follow us. Shout out to Patty 16th World. Shout out to everybody. We're just gonna keep it moving, y'all. Like I said, this is the No Invite, man. Season 2, the level up. We out here, we're moving. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, ask your bitch.